Have you ever wondered why you react so strongly to things other people barely notice? Why does a simple comment stay in your head for 3 hours? Or why do you get exhausted after spending time in loud, chaotic places? Well, there's a very good reason. And no, you are not too much, overreacting, or overly emotional. You might actually be a highly sensitive person, which is an actual psychological trait, not a personality flaw. Welcome back to Mind Reset, the channel where we decode your mind in the simplest, friendliest, most wow, that finally makes sense way. If you enjoy understanding yourself better and you love psychology delivered in a way that feels like a friend talking to you over coffee, then make sure you subscribe to Mind Reset so you don't miss our weekly videos that help you upgrade your mind, your emotions, and your entire life. Now let's get into the 12 clear signs you're a highly sensitive person. And trust me, by number 7, you'll start saying, okay, that is literally me. Number 1, you feel emotions more intensely than others. Let's start with the one people usually notice first. If you're a highly sensitive person, your emotions don't just sit politely in the background. No, they arrive with confidence, take up space, and make themselves known. When you're happy, you feel it strongly. When you're sad, it's not just a little meh, it's a deep, meaningful sadness. And when something touches you, even something small, like a kind gesture or a nostalgic song, it goes straight into your emotional core. What it means: this doesn't mean you're dramatic or unstable. It means your brain processes emotional information more deeply. Research shows that highly sensitive people have stronger activity in areas of the brain responsible for empathy and emotional awareness. So yes, you feel more, but you also understand more. You see emotional details that others miss. And although this can be overwhelming sometimes, it also makes you incredibly compassionate, intuitive, and emotionally intelligent. Number 2, you notice subtle details instantly. Highly sensitive people have a built-in radar for small things. You notice the slight change in someone's tone. You notice the tension in the room before anyone says a word. You notice when something is off, even if nobody else sees it. If someone around you is upset, you sense it long before they open their mouth. And sometimes you even feel confused because people don't understand how you knew something was wrong. But to you, it was obvious. What it means: this comes from deeper sensory processing. Your brain takes in more information from the environment and analyzes it with surprising accuracy. You're not imagining things. Your nervous system is simply more perceptive. This is why many highly sensitive people are incredibly good at reading people, understanding social dynamics, and avoiding danger before it even appears. Number 3, loud, chaotic, or busy environments drain you fast. You know how some people can go to loud bars, crowded malls, concerts, or noisy workplaces and seem perfectly fine? Meanwhile, you last about 45 minutes before your brain says, okay, I have experienced enough stimulation for one entire week. If too much is happening around you, your mind starts feeling foggy. Your energy disappears. You don't think clearly. And suddenly, you're just waiting for the moment when you can go home, close the door, and enjoy silence like it's the most delicious thing in the world. What it means: your brain has a lower threshold for sensory overload because it processes more input than the average brain. This isn't weakness. It's literally neurological. You simply reach your capacity faster because you're absorbing more information. Number 4, you need downtime to recharge, even after fun activities. Let's say you had a great time with people you love. You laughed, you talked, you enjoyed everything. And yet, when you get home, you feel like your social battery fell from 100% to 5% instantly. You need silence. You need alone time. You might even need to sit in your room doing absolutely nothing just to feel normal again. What it means: you are not antisocial, you're not boring, and you're definitely not being dramatic. Your nervous system simply needs time to process everything it absorbs. Other people walk away with half a page of new information in their brain. You walk away with a whole book: emotions, observations, details, energy shifts, social cues, and the emotional states of everyone around you. You need time to decompress because your system works harder. And when you give yourself permission to recharge, you become a stronger, happier version of yourself. Number 5, you absorb other people's emotions. If someone is anxious, you feel anxious. If they're sad, you feel sad. If they're stressed, suddenly your chest feels tight or your stomach feels weird. This is not you being overly involved. It's a neurological response. Highly sensitive people have a more active mirror neuron system, the part of the brain responsible for empathy. What it means, you don't just see emotions, you feel them. And this makes you a comforting friend, partner, or family member. Because you understand others on a level many people simply can't. But it also means you must learn emotional boundaries so you don't carry other people's stress for days. Number 6, conflict affects you strongly. Even mild disagreements feel heavy. You replay arguments in your head. You hate tension. You care deeply about emotional harmony and feeling understood. What it means, your brain reacts more strongly to conflict signals. It's not that you can't handle conflict. Many highly sensitive people become excellent communicators. It's that conflict hits your nervous system harder. You prefer solutions, calm conversations, and emotional clarity. This is why you often avoid unnecessary drama, and you appreciate people who express themselves clearly and respectfully. Number 7, you think deeply about everything. Highly sensitive people are natural overthinkers, but not in a negative way. You analyze situations, you think before you speak, and you reflect on experiences with incredible depth. You don't just experience something and move on. You explore it mentally to understand the meaning behind it. What it means, your brain processes information more thoroughly. This is why you often come to insights others never think about. It's also why you need time before making decisions. And it's why people around you might see you as wise or thoughtful, even if you don't feel that way. Number 8, you're creative or imaginative by nature. Whether it's painting, writing, music, problem-solving, decorating, or even imagining different possibilities for your future, you have a rich inner world that you can easily access at any time. You daydream, you visualize ideas, and you feel inspired by things that others might find ordinary. What it means, creativity is strongly linked to high sensitivity. Your brain forms deeper connections between thoughts and emotions, which leads to more originality and intuition. You see the world in a meaningful way, and that richness shows up in your ideas and creations. Number 9, criticism hits you hard even when it's mild. A tiny negative comment can bother you for hours. Even feedback meant to help you might feel personal at first. This isn't because you're insecure, it's because you process feedback deeply. What it means, sensitive people take criticism seriously because they have a strong desire to do things well and avoid hurting or disappointing others. The upside? Once you process the feedback, you improve faster than most people because you truly want to grow. But yes, you do need gentler communication, and that's completely valid. Number 10, you are deeply moved by beauty. A song, a piece of art, a sunset, nature, a meaningful quote, a warm message, these things affect you in a very real, very emotional way. What it means? You experience aesthetic sensitivity. You react strongly to beauty because your brain processes emotional stimuli more intensely. This is also why you appreciate small joys in life deeply, and why gratitude comes naturally to you. Number 11, you avoid violence or cruelty in movies or media. You probably can't watch violent scenes without feeling physically uncomfortable. Even fictional cruelty feels too real. What it means, your empathy system doesn't switch off easily. Your brain treats emotional pain, even when it's fictional, as something meaningful and urgent. This is not weakness, it's emotional intelligence. But it's also a sign you should protect your energy by choosing content that doesn't disturb your mental balance. Number 12, you have strong intuition. Sensitive people often know the truth before the evidence shows up. You sense when someone is lying. You sense when a situation feels wrong. You sense when someone's intentions don't match their words. What it means, your brain picks up subconscious signals extremely quickly. Tiny reactions, small hesitations, micro-expressions, inconsistencies, and patterns. While others need proof, you simply feel the truth. And most of the time, you're right. If you found yourself nodding throughout this video, you are very likely a highly sensitive person. And here's the most important thing I want you to take away from this. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not too sensitive. You are not overreacting. You are not weak. You are simply wired differently, in a way that brings depth, empathy, creativity, kindness, intuition, awareness, and emotional intelligence. Your sensitivity is not a curse. It's a strength that needs understanding and care. And now that you recognize your traits, you can start honoring them. You can protect your energy. You can listen to your intuition. You can stop apologizing for your emotional depth. You can build a life that supports your sensitive wiring instead of fighting it. If this video helped you understand yourself better, make sure to subscribe to Mind Reset for weekly videos that teach you how your mind works and how to make it your ally. And let me know in the comments, which sign described you the most? I'd love to hear your experience.